Severe weather is about to get very active with more severe weather on the way. We got a day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7 outlook by the Storm Prediction Center. And that's how you know that it's about to get serious. Let's jump right into it. Starting off with today, we are going to have a few thunderstorms out here in parts of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region and parts of the Midwest. We're going to have some storms push through the area tonight. A few gusty winds and some small hail will be a potential. This is nothing too concerning, but if we push up the future radar here, you can see let's see, this is around 2 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have some storms start to develop out there around Chicago, and then they'll really start getting their act together and kind of just push through that area. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, and then it will continue to move down towards the Ohio Valley. You can see here, this is kind of just what everything says right here. Small hail appears most probable with the strongest cells, though, and some gusty winds. So, yeah, nothing crazy. But, yeah, it should be by Chicago. You guys might be getting a storm around 5 p.m. today. Fort Wayne, maybe around 9 p.m. today. Going to have a potential for a lot of rain out here around Houston, Texas, all the way up to Dallas, Texas. We could be dealing with some flooding out there today. So that is definitely some pretty concerning type of stuff. So if you're out here today inside this green highlighted area, be aware for potential flooding. Also going to be dealing with some flooding up here in parts of Northern California today. So make sure to be aware for that because the ground is already wet up here. So yeah, we got marginal excessive rainfall chance out there. Fire weather is going to be a pretty decent concern today out here in parts of Florida, including Tampa. Watching the Tampa, Florida area, the closest for fire weather today, and Fort Myers, Sarasota. But all the way from Fort Myers, Florida, all the way to parts of southern Georgia, we could be dealing with some fire weather today. So be aware for that. We're also having this sneaky fire weather threat over here near Memphis, Tennessee. The severe weather starts tomorrow on Wednesday, all the way from parts of the Texas Panhandle up towards western South Dakota. Damaging winds, hail, will be the main concern, okay? We're not expecting too much out of this, as we only have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk with this, so not expecting this to be too crazy. If we push up the future radar here, the HRRR future radar, let's see what these storms could look like here. So here's the future radar. You can see we're going to have some of those storms develop out there right here. Let me push this up some more. Yeah, I'm not seeing any storms develop, but we're going to have some storms out here tomorrow on Wednesday, so just make sure you're staying prepared for that. And yeah, I didn't check the HRRR for this, but it's not really showing anything, so I don't think tomorrow is going to be that big of a threat. As we get into Thursday, the severe weather threat does start ramping up. I expect a potential for some pretty large hail, damaging winds, maybe some tornadoes on Thursday within this area, all the way from Oklahoma City up towards parts of Minnesota. We got to be watching for severe weather. Almost all of Minnesota is under a chance for severe weather on Thursday. As you can see right here, we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk going all the way from parts of central Oklahoma up to Minnesota. And then we have this level 2 out of 5 slight risk over here for parts of northern Oklahoma going up towards southwestern Minnesota. So yeah, we got to be watching this for potential severe weather. All right, so let's check out the dew point. So we're going to have some moisture out there, of course, because we got severe weather set up. Of course, we're going to have moisture with it. But as we push this up, it's 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. You can see, look at all of that moisture that we're gonna have, and that just shows you that we're gonna have an environment that's favorable for some severe thunderstorms. Because look at that, we're gonna have quite a lot of dew points out there. So it's going to be pretty moist out there. If we switch over here, this is just to give you a look at what the severe weather could be looking like. You can see we might have a few storms out there, but it could be more of a line of storms that pop up, as you can see right here. So yeah, definitely Thursday is definitely concerning, but it's not that concerning compared to the other days. Here we're going to have some CAPE out there. There's convective available potential energy. Let's think of it as storm fuel. We're going to have some out there we're going to have some levels out there. You can see definitely not that much though, around 2,000 joules per kilogram, but anyways. As we get into Friday, we got severe weather potential all the way from northeastern Texas all the way up to southwestern Missouri. This is for Friday. That does include Little Rock, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, all the way down there towards Tyler and Dallas, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You guys are inside this 15% any severe risk probability for Friday. We're going to have some convection out there, though, from the morning convection. And that could, put the severe weather potential down a little bit a day before. We're going to have some of that convection from the day before here. Let me show you guys this right here. See, we're going to have some rain out there, and that will kind of pass through. So the area is we have some uncertainty with the areas and everything and how this is kind of going to play out, but it's going to be a dry line setup. You can see here we're going to have some moisture out there, so you need moisture for a pretty favorable environment for potential severe weather. Now, as we get into Saturday, we could be dealing with severe weather from Austin, Texas, all the way up towards southeastern Kansas. So Saturday, this is when it really starts ramping up. Okay, Saturday, we gotta be watching for severe weather very closely here. We got 15% any severe risk probability out here right now, and you can see. Let's check out our moisture. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have those dew points out there. We're gonna have that moisture. We're gonna have that instability out there. And if we push this up to Saturday, which is right here, look at all that. Here, guys, look at this. We could be dealing with, let's see this. We could be dealing with around 3,000 joules per kilogram out there. So, yeah, we could be dealing with a pretty bad severe weather outbreak as we get into Saturday. But as we get into Sunday, all the way from Waco, Texas, up towards Wichita, Kansas, could be dealing with some severe weather on Sunday. So, yeah, that's for Sunday, April 26th. So, damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes will be a potential on Sunday as well. And yeah, this is probably going to be one of the more significant severe weather days that we're having of this multi-day severe weather outbreak. But yeah, it's probably going to be one of the most significant days that we're going to have. But if we push this up, we can see we're going to have a lot of moisture out there, as you can see right there. Push up our cape, we can see here. Push this up to that day, you can see that we're definitely going to have some out there. So some instability and stuff for the storms to work with. Getting to Monday, it's pretty rare to have a day 7 outlook right here. Like, they have a lot of confidence in this, the Storm Prediction Center, but all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana to the, pretty much like the Shreveport, Louisiana to the parts of the Ohio Valley could be dealing with severe weather on Monday, April 27th, as you can see right here. I think severe weather is definitely going to be a potential with this. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail will all be a potential, and this could get pretty significant on Sunday. So this is on Monday. So this is definitely something to be watching very closely. But we still got uncertainty with this. You can see here, we still got some uncertainty with this. But this is definitely still something to be watching. The area will probably shift a little bit. You can see all that moisture that we're gonna have. And then our cape could be off the charts. I'm like really serious with this one. Our cape could be really off the charts with this one. So we could be seeing some pretty high cape out here, around 4,000 joules per kilogram. So it's going to be pretty crazy. I think Monday is something that we got to be watching very, very closely here. And Mondays includes a pretty large area. I'm pretty sure tomorrow we're going to have a day 7 outlook, and it's probably going to include somewhere over here and within these areas. Because if we push up this feature radar here, you can see that we're going to have some storms out here. Now, I'm not gonna guarantee it, but that we're gonna have a day 7 outlook tomorrow. But if we push this up, we can see we're kind of gonna have a line of storms push through some of those areas out there. As we get into Tuesday and Wednesday on the 28th and the 29th, push this up on to those areas. You can see we're gonna have this line of storms kind of push through the area right here. And yeah, it's something to be watching. And I think they'll probably expand this risk area maybe a little bit farther north too, because you can see some of the storms that we're going to have over here into parts of the Great Lakes region too. Just probably won't be as severe as the ones farther down south, but this is definitely something to be watching there very closely, as it will probably be a pretty big damaging wind threat. It will definitely probably continue as we get into Wednesday, April 29th, 2026 though too as well. Now we don't have a day 8 outlook, because they would have a lot of confidence if we had one of that. Severe weather potentials are going to come with excessive rainfall. As you can see right here, we're going to have some excessive rainfall chances out there with these severe weather setups. And then you can see right here, this is for Thursday severe weather setup, and then right here, this is for Friday severe weather setup. And then Saturday, we don't have any excessive rainfall chances. But excessive rainfall chances are going to be a potential with these. And enjoy the weather while it lasts, though. As you can see here, we had some pretty cool air come down from Canada into the United States. It was pretty cool air. But the warm air is going to try to start making its way back, as you can see right here. And if we switch over to the temperature anomaly here, you can see some of that cold air that's still over here. But we're going to have that warm air start making its way over here towards the eastern half of the United States. But as you can see here, we're going to have some smaller cold fronts potentially push through, and maybe we'll have some more cold air. But around May 1st, we could have a pretty big chance for a lot of cold air to come down. So early May, severe weather could be pretty quiet though. With that warmer, and with those warmer temperatures that are going to be coming in, we're going to see some nice weather in the Ohio Valley, the Plains, and the Midwest today. Tomorrow as well, we're going to be seeing some nice weather as we get into tomorrow on Wednesday and Thursday and within these areas. That's pretty much all I got for you in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you're staying weather aware if you're in any of those highlight areas. And know a lot of things can change, because some of these are pretty far out. So, yeah, it's pretty much all I got for you. And thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.